pro MMA fighter. I got the nickname The Shadow after one of my fights. I thought I loved Batman, and the closest thing I'd ever come to is, being called The Shadow. But it just so happened someone after one of my fights was like, hey, it's like you're there, but you're not, kind of like a shadow. You're very elusive. And it described my fighting style very well. Don't like getting hit. I broke my nose twice. The first time I ever broke my nose was I was 14. And then the second time was I was training with someone. I had him in a certain choke. And it wasn't anything crazy, but when he popped his head out, it just went right into the bridge of my nose. I hate getting hit. So I started developing the style where it's more counter-based and I would get hit less. I'd take less damage. Also becoming more smooth and developing this head movement. And I got started in training martial arts because I was getting bullied. When I was a little kid, I went to Taiwan, and then basically my parents said, you got to start making some money. I turned pro and fought in Taiwan. My first fight ever, I knocked my opponent out in under 60 seconds. My first jiu-jitsu competition, I was around 14. My first Muay Thai fight, I was around 18. And then my first amateur MMA fight, I think I was 22. What kind of sacrifice you're willing to make to get to where you want to be? A fighter is just someone who doesn't give up. It's not the strongest that survive. It's the ones that are most suitable to adaptation. I think for fighting, it's just to crave the battle. You can do, anyone can do martial arts. No, there's no limits on who can do martial arts. Anyone can compete in MMA at an amateur level or pro level. But to reach the highest of levels, that takes a different level of commitment, which I recommend everyone to really think about. We see a lot of male athletes start talking about, taking care of hygiene, spray our body, we shower and all this stuff. What's the difference between that and taking care of our skin? Pimples and all that stuff on our skin, you could always get infections from there. So then you start realizing you just want to take care of your health. I would say I didn't think I needed any skincare or skincare routine when I first started using Geologie. I was and using it more and more. And I'm like, man, my skin is soft. And then, some of my training partners, I'd get marks on my face. And then later on that night when I wash my face, I'm sure it's killing the germs, and then the face wash, I feel like my skin's less oily. My experience with Geologie has been a surprising one. And because if you look good, you feel good. That is the truth, because even in fighting. So that's the personal experience that I had. And I've had a few of my teammates and friends try it. They notice the same thing. So, and I'm one of the fighters too. If you look at me, I look like a fighter. So Geologie definitely, helps that.